Hi Crafty friend, it's Justine. Today I'm going to show you two different cards using the Festive Penguins stamp set. And this is the clear stamp and die of the month. And this one is called Festive Penguins, and the penguins are super festive, as you can see. The stamp set has a stack of 3 and then 2 separate ones, and then there are some sentiments and some extra little goodies. There's a present, candy, ice cream, and the sentiments are really fun. There's also dies that you can get with the clear stamp and die. I will have all of the products that I'm using linked below if you're interested in picking them up or just giving them a quick look at the Spellbinders website. To color my little stamp sentiment here, I'm just going to use some Copic markers and give it a quick color. It won't be too fancy, but just enough to give it a little bit of cheer. When I stamped the penguins out, I used Memento black ink. Very simple, but it works really very well. My first color here is RV29, and it is persimmon. Nope, not persimmon, crimson. I have persimmon on the brain because I just picked up some persimmon cardstock from Spellbinders, and I just unboxed that yesterday, and I have that color on my brain because I'm thinking fall. Even though Christmas things keep coming out, which is totally fine, I have fall on the brain. And I really wish that this warmer weather would stay around in Minnesota just a little longer than I think it probably will, because winter usually comes with freezing temperatures here in Minnesota. So I'm assuming it will get nice and cold pretty soon, but we'll just have to enjoy the warmer weather while it lasts. By warmer weather, I mean it's going to be 87 today, and when you're watching this, it will be October, but right now it's mid-September when I'm filming this, and that's kind of a little bit unusual for Minnesota, is to be this warm, almost in the 90s in September. YR23 is a great color to use for beaks and feet for these little penguins. They're so adorable. Every time I'm looking at them, they just make me smile. This color is perfect for their beaks and such. I kind of wanted to go like reddy teal kind of colors on this because of my background paper. I made that background paper a while ago. I think it was probably about a month ago. And I was originally going to use it for a better press plate, but I used watercolor to make the background what it is, and it was warped after I made it, so I put it under some books and then I forgot about it. So I decided that I was going to use it now because there's no time like the present. Then I used the embossing folder of the month for this month, October. It is, let's see, called Christmas Tile. It's so pretty, and it definitely is a regular embossing folder, but it still has that texture, as you can see. Anytime I can bring texture into cards, I love it because it just adds a little something, and it's really easy to do. You just run it through your Platinum or whatever machine you have, and all of a sudden you have all this texture. Probably will have to cut that part. And my neighbor's chickens are clucking, and the other neighbor's dog is barking dramatically. So I just colored with this color, which is BG49. And they're still at it again. Our neighbor's dog is very cute, but they like to bark. And chickens are gonna cluck, you know? Okay, we're almost done. The nice thing about this stamp set is the penguins are black and white. So if you're not someone who likes coloring stamps, this might be a good one for you because there's not a ton to color. It's just a couple little bits and bobs for the penguins, and you're all set. If you wanted to recreate this card, here's a look at the markers that I used. There we go, you can see the numbers. Of course, you don't have to use Copics. You could use colored pencils. You could use really anything to give your stamps a color, but it doesn't really have to be one way or the other. I just really like using Copics. Now that I'm finished coloring my penguins, I'm not sure if this bright red really matches my red that I have here, so I'm just going to do a little bit of a trim and we'll try a different color. If this ever happens to you, you can just use your paper trimmer and cut the edges off. Or you can just wait to add color on the background of your sentiment and then just do it once, but I thought I would be helpful to myself and do it before starting the video. We all see how that's working out. So there's that. I think I'm gonna go with the blue teal just to kind of give it a little bit of a tone on tone moment, and we'll just hide the red. No one will ever know that it's under there. Just you watching. I really do like this little trimmer. It has been very helpful for doing small little snips like this, but I wish it was bigger. I should have grabbed the bigger one, but when I bought this one a couple years ago, I thought I was getting the bigger one, and I thought I was getting such a good deal on it because it was cheaper. Well, joke's on me. I didn't read the description of the product and I got the little one. So that is life, you know. To add a little extra oomph to this card, I'm going to add a little bit of white gel pen on certain parts of the stamped pieces, but not everywhere, just to give a little bit of highlight and interest to some of the pieces. There we have it, card number 1, all done. Let's go to the next one. This one I used the other embossing folder. This is the 3D embossing folder of the month. This one is, again, October's, and it's called the Flowering Christmas Tree Burst, which it is gorgeous. Look at that. On another card I did a couple days ago, I used this gold mirror cardstock with the embossing folder, and it turned out so pretty. So I think this is one that I will be using for a lot of Christmas cards, just because it has this little, it has like a little forest theme going to it, and it's definitely pretty Christmassy. And I do like that there's these big flowers on it and then little flowers on the Christmas tree. It just looks really cute to me, so I think that I'll be reaching for it more than a few times. All right, now I have my card panel all set, and I die cut out and colored this cute little penguin all by himself or herself, I don't know, but look how cute it is. And I had to use the yellow and blue just to kind of give it a nod to the background of what we have going on here. And then I have the wax seal of the month, Merry Christmas to You. I stamped that out with some white wax, and then used my gold marker, gold paint pen from Deco Color, and just added gold to the raised areas. And that got me this really cute wax seal. I also have this really pretty glimmered sentiment that says comfort and joy. So I'll link all of these things in the description for you if you want to recreate the card. Let's start with putting on the wax seal. I'm going to put some liquid glue underneath it, and it will be wet for just a minute here so I can kind of slide the other things underneath it a little bit. And my sentiment's going to go right over here, and I'm going to tuck it under that wax seal so it's kind of coming out. This is kind of a playful take on a Christmas card, but that's okay with me. I like trying out some different styles and such. I don't like the way that everything is laying on here, so I'm going to just take it off quickly, and I think it needs something to land on. I took a bit of a pivot, and I grabbed the spring label motifs. I think that's what this one is called. It is S41238. It has a little bunny that comes with it, but I just grabbed the two kind of nesting dies here and die cut out the bigger piece in white and then the smaller piece in blue. And this is going to go on my card. And I think this will just give a nice spot for my little penguin to be and not have it just be like he's floating around. Not have the penguin just kind of floating around. So that looks much better to me. And I just love these nesting dies of any shape, especially one that has kind of an interesting border. I think that looks really fun. Okay, take two. We got our wax seal. I'm going to put that right about there. Oof, that might have been a mistake, but okay. I think we're going to center the comfort and joy. All right. Things are looking better. And then we'll put our penguin on. There we go. Now he has somewhere to be. Okay, that looks better to me. I think the little trio of penguins that I used first would be super cute on a slimline card. So I think I will be doing that sometime. I have these all stamped and die cut out. I really liked this stamp, so I just thought, why not stamp a few and die cut a few if I have them available. But now that I'm looking at this card, I think it needs a little something extra, maybe a present or something for this guy to hold. The ice cream cone is super cute, but I don't know if that really says Christmas enough for this card since it says Christmas, but why not? Let's have ice cream for Christmas. Let's just do it. Okay, for our cone, I'll use this one, which is E43. And then the ice cream, let's see. Should we do like a buttery yellow color? Make it like a vanilla. Don't know if blue would kind of get lost. This is Y00. Sure, that looks vanilla to me. Good. All right, we're moving along. And now I think the ice cream will go kind of in his hand because the other hand has the cool scarf and I don't want to cover up the scarf too much. I'm going to grab those reverse tweezers and make this happen. There we go. Who says ice cream can't be for Christmas? Not me. You know, these cards are looking for some bling, I think. So let's grab, I'm going to look in my bling basket and see what I can find. I think I'm going to pull out these. These were from the Floral Friendship collection that came out in the spring. And I would love to hoard these gems and never use them because they're so beautiful. But I also would love to use them on a card since they are so cool. Literally, they are cool tone gemstones. So we're going to put those on the card. I think I'll use these blue ones on my single penguin. The nice thing about the gemstones from Spellbinders are they are self-adhesive. So super easy to pop them on. And these ones are flat. If you can see, it's like a little disc. Hopefully that's coming across on camera. See how flat that is? So it's pretty much the same height as the wax seal. So for mailing and everything, it's kind of nice to have it be that level. All right, for this one, I think I'll use the white kind of holographic kind of colored ones just for some fun. And I think we'll do 3, and I'm not afraid to use big ones, so we're going to use the big gemstones on this one. Oh, that looks a little odd. Let's move this one down. There we go. Kind of looks like snowballs now that I'm looking at it. So that's kind of different, but fun. Alrighty, well, here's a close look at both of the, just dropping everything. Here's a close look at both of the cards that I made here today. Make sure to check out the description for any products that you might be interested in picking up or just taking a look at, and come on back tomorrow for another club video. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.